Outman had a 2-homer game. Julio bounced back, and the Dodgers are just a little bit closer to first place. First place, baby! Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Lab Talk. We're back, and Mason, the Dodgers won the games they're supposed to win.
Finally, we won a series. I was hoping for a sweep, but I'll take 3 out of 4.
We've been talking about it. You got to win the games you're supposed to win. And in this series, the Dodgers did just that.
They did. They did really, really well. It was a really good series to watch. I think the games were closer than we wanted them to be. But the bullpen, they stepped up in a big way. We can talk about it, but somebody who just got back is back on the injured list, so that sucks. But you know who did well this series?
Who's that?
Julio.
Julio is back.
Yeah, he bounced back. He looked mad. He looked mad like Mad Max. So he came back.
A little frustration coming out there in a good way. It worked out for him and for the Dodgers. Before we get into that, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Get more videos out to more people. So, we talked about Monday's game on the last video. Guys, make sure you check that one out.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one. And the Dodgers coming away with the victory in that one.
Yes,
close back and forth game. Going on to Tuesday. Thought we had this one in the bag, and our steadiest guy let us down a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Not the best outing, but you know what? There's always the next day.
There's always next game. So it was Emmett Sheehan on the bump. He kind of came back to reality a little bit. He's been pitching really well for us, exceeding expectations, you could say.
Exactly. I mean, just like Bobby Miller can't be perfect every time, but you know what? There are these rookies that are stepping up. He hasn't even pitched one game in AAA. So for him to go from high A, he got bumped up, and then before he could even start a game, they snatched him up to the majors. So good for him.
What a jump.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
And he's doing really good. His ball moves crazy, like about a foot. Crazy. It's good.
Fantastic. So Sheehan in this one going 3 2/3 before being lifted in the 4th. He gave up 5 runs on 4 hits, gave up a home run, walked 4, so the location was a little wishy-washy.
Yeah, I will say that it seemed like he was being squeezed a lot, which is funny because on this last game it seemed like it was really wide open, so just depends on who you get behind the plate. It's not just about how well they're doing, it's also the third team on the field too.
Following him was Ferguson. We saw Gavin Stone out of the pen.
Which was interesting.
Interesting. He gave up 1 run on 5 hits, so kind of worked around some traffic on the bases there.
Definitely did.
Amante was good, struck out the side. Bickford had a good inning, and then your guy Phillips with the blown save, which kind of sucks because in the last video we were just talking about how he's definitely the closer now. With Hudson coming back.
I mean, you can't be perfect. We'll say that every time because it's baseball. It's a game of mistakes, but
game of failure.
It's a game of failure, and you just got to fail less. This was one where he did fail, but you know what? He's been the guy all year. I think this is his first or second time he's had an outing where it wasn't good. So it is what it is. It's a tough loss, but look, they came back. They came back the next 2.
That's right. So Phillips just his 2nd blown save of the year. He's still been really steady for us. Steady Phillips.
And you know what also kind of sucks? Almonte is going to be gone here pretty soon because he's going on paternity leave.
Another daddy Dodger.
Another daddy Dodger.
How many? How many can you have?
Too many
one
this season. Too many.
A lot of cousins. They're going to be friends. Hang out. Long time.
And I don't know if they count the paternity leave as far as, like, not being on the field, or I don't know what they were recording it as, the injured list numbers. The Dodgers pitching staff has almost 900 days not being able to play.
3 years worth of not playing.
It's the most out of any team in baseball.
That's insane.
That's a lot.
So, very short-staffed on the pitching side. Everybody knows that. We've seen it all year long. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, the offense has been great.
Yes.
They scored 7 runs in this one. James Outman's coming out of the slump, as we've been talking about. 2 home runs in this game on Tuesday.
They were bombs. They weren't like, oh, maybe it'll go. No, they were right off the bat gone. It was so good to watch him be able to come out and just have a day.
Outman. That one was out, man.
That was out.
Mookie Betts 2 for 3 in this one.
When is he not?
He also hit a home run, his 23rd of the year. That one coming in the second inning off of L.L. Ortiz.
Shout out Mookie.
Luis Ortiz.
Luis. Shout out to Mookie, home run derby. He's got to go against Vlad Jr. in the first round, though.
Ooh, that's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
Not going to be easy. Jason Hayward, 2 for 3 in this one. As we said, Outman had 2 home runs. On the Pirate side, Brian Reynolds had 2 hits. Jack Sawinski had that big bomb
Had a big one.
in the 4th inning. That one traveling over 450 feet.
Wow.
He crushed it.
Yeah, not all of it.
So the Pirates coming away in the victory in this one with that big 3-run 9th inning.
Yeah.
Dodgers needed to bounce back in a big way, and it wasn't looking good. They were down 4-0. Then in the 5th, you had back-to-back Jimmy Jacks.
They were big old bombs by JD.
Just dingers.
And then just Dingus, and then Peralta, the guy.
The freight train.
Dude, he hits the ball hard too. I mean, it wasn't a question if it was gone. It was the only question if it was going to stay fair, and it barely stayed fair, so that was good.
I mean, that guy, it seems like he's hitting everything now.
No, he has had, since June, they were saying, oh, he's had the best June. It's, almost the second week of July, and he is just crushing it still.
Second highest average since the beginning of June, behind only Luis Ariz.
What's his, it was up to 290 in the last video. What is that at now? Is it 296?
That says 286.
286.
Do you need new glasses?
I'm not wearing them.
So 286. Just glasses in general.
He's hitting almost 300 now, because I think, remember at the beginning of the season, he was hitting under 240.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So crazy numbers there. Freddie Freeman was 2 for 4. He's starting to heat up again.
Of course.
I mean, you can't always be
Freddie.
perfect, but he's steady Freddie.
Steady Freddie.
On the bump, we had Bobby Miller. It was Miller time. He's
Coming back down to
earth a little bit, but he still got the job done. Pitched into the 6th, allowed 4 runs on 5 hits.
Hey, we still need him, and that we can deal with. Giving up 4 runs, but you know what? The Dodgers are finally turning into a team where it's okay if you get down by 4 runs. They're still going to battle back. It's harder in the later innings, of course, if you give up 3-4 run lead in the 8th or 9th, but this is luckily towards the beginning of the ball game, not even halfway through, they're able to battle back. They're becoming that team, so if we can get a guy, they only give up 4 runs in a ball game, that's fine now.
And the important thing in this one, the bullpen allowed how many runs?
I think 0?
No runs.
Good.
For the bullpen.
Good.
Pretty good. Daniel Hudson. It got kind of scary in that 9th inning, but he was able to pick up his first save of the year. Unfortunately, right back to the injured list.
Hurt himself on that last pitch. Do a nasty slider, got the guy to swing on it. Now he's out on the aisle.
He threw a knee buckling slider. Unfortunately, he buckled his own knee as well.
Yeah.
MCL sprain. Those knee injuries are tricky.
Yeah, man. I mean, you use your knees for everything, so it's going to be tough. So we need it back as soon as possible. We'll see.
Walking, running,
just getting out of bed,
standing,
just getting out of bed,
pitching.
Yes, of course, pitching, fielding, hitting, throwing,
sitting, because you need knees to get down there
and to get back up.
Pooping. So the Dodgers coming away with a victory in this one, 6-4.
Good game.
Good game all around. Going into Thursday, trying to win the series. You had Julio on the mound. We both talked about this was going to be a big game for Julio. Kind of set the momentum for the rest of his season after that rough start in Kansas City. Mm-hmm. And he delivered for the Dodgers.
I think I gave a prediction of he had to get at least through 5. He got through 6. I said he was going to give up 4 or less runs. He gave up 2 runs. I don't know if there was any other... Oh, my strikeouts, huh? What did I say he was going to get? 6? He got 8. So he exceeded all my expectations. I was kind of giving him a low ball just because of how... I don't want to say poorly, but how non-Julio he was in that first game back. But no, he exceeded all the predictions I had.
The bullpen, guess how many runs they give up?
A big goose egg?
A whopping 0.
Good.
For the bullpen, it was fantastic. You got Nate Robertson, who was just recalled.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he looked good.
He looked very nice.
Very lengthy guy, gets down, and he drives that ball right on the plate.
Nasty changeup. Mm-hmm. Gratterall came in. He did Gratterall things.
They thought he wasn't. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off. They thought he wasn't going to be available, but I guess he gave the nod to Doc. He was ready, and he came out and did good.
The old bazooka.
Yeah.
And then Vesia getting his first save of the year. He looked a lot better. He was throwing a lot of strikes, pounding the zone.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. He just looked different. He always looked
confident.
But he always kind of looks like that. But even more so this time. I don't know what it was. He was on the injury list. He went down, right? I need to call him back up.
Yep.
He figured something out. He looked like he wasn't rushing it. He was really getting to his backside and then just driving the ball. Like you said, he was all around the plate. If he was missing, he was just missing. He was spotting the ball.
I got to be honest. Sorry, Vesia. I'm sure you're a great guy. But when Doc brought him in, I'm thinking, oh, here we go.
It's been like that. It's his track record the entire season thus far. You have every right to think that.
But the first pitch, fastball right in there. I'm like, okay, that looked a little different. Second pitch, boom, right in there. Yep. And he gets ahead of McCutcheon quickly, 0-2. Yes. And then brings him another one. I'm like, all right, this is a different guy.
He's got to go right after him. Like I said, I think he's been sent down, I think, 2. Maybe this is his 3rd time.
Third time being brought back up to the majors.
They finally figured it out. I don't know what it was. It just seemed like he wasn't rushing.
Right.
It seemed like he was finally playing his game and did what he needed to do to find his mechanics. So it looked really good.
Really nice.
Very good.
Couple of home runs for the Dodgers, and this one
isn't there.
They do it a lot. A lot of home runs by this team.
It was good.
It's good. Freddie Freeman went 3 for 4. He hit a 2-run Jimmy Jack in the first inning. Max Muncy hitting his 20th home run of the year.
He knew it, and everybody else did right off the bat.
He knew it. He crushed it. And then Mookie Betts was 2 for 4. This offense is on fire right now.
Yeah, and it just sucks because we got 2 more games, and then there's going to be about a 4 or 5 day break. It sucks. I mean, the whole team needs it, but at the same time, I don't think this lineup really needs it. It's nice, but it's not necessary. Lame.
The pitching staff will certainly be thankful for this All-Star break, though.
Yes, exactly my point. The team needs it, really. But the lineup does it. The pitching staff loves it. Hitters don't. It sucks because it just reminds me of how last season, postseason, we had a 5-game rest, and then we just came out and didn't hit.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping we can just keep the momentum going. It's always hard, but hopefully the hitters can take a break, but still get some tee work in, hit in the cage, just stay loose and be ready.
Dodgers with a great series here, putting themselves in a good position to possibly move into first, heading into the All-Star break. They got 2 more games coming up against the Angels, and they're only a half game back. So, going tonight for the Angels, it'll be Griffin Canning going up against Tony the Tiger Catman Gonsolin of the Dodgers.
Catman
do
good at baseball.
I saw what you did there. You did a little bit of your Matt impression.
Yes, that was a Matt.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. Gonsolin has been struggling as of late, looking to turn it around here against the Angels. He's 4-3 with a 3.69 ERA.
Now they're not a team to sleep on, but at the same time, this is a good time to turn it around. It's a good team to try and just attack guys. Don't leave anything over the plate. Just here you go. But at the same time, it's not the scariest lineup to go through. They don't have Trout right now. I don't think Ohtani, he is going to be in the lineup, but I don't think he's going to pitch against us, so that's good at least. He's their ace, so we don't have to face him.
And then Rendon kind of...
Oh, man.
The injury the other day.
By the way, I called that. I was with my brother-in-law. We were watching the game, and he was like, oh, Rendon's his first game back. I think it was his second at-bat because it was the 4th inning. And I was like, watch, he's going to hurt his knee or something and go on the IL. 4 pitches later, he hit a ball. He fouled the ball off right into his left knee, went down, carried him off. And I called you because I was laughing so bad. I called it. Sorry, Rendon, but he's made of glass.
It's like all these knee injuries.
He's made of glass, man. The Angels just have a jinx because they'll sign a guy who's having a really good, 3-4 years before that, and then just can't stay healthy. Hamilton.
A lot of bad contracts.
Hamilton was terrible for him. Pujols was not Pujols for him. Rendon has been on the field for maybe 80 games over the last 2-3 seasons.
And he's been awful.
And he hasn't been good. That's my point. They've just had these terrible, I wouldn't even call it coincidence. It's a curse. Curse of the Angels.
Bad contracts.
Sorry.
As far as matchups are concerned, Mookie Betts is 1 for 3 against Canning.
Okay.
Peralta is 1 for 2. Smith is 1 for 2. JD Martinez is 1 for 2. Max Muncy 0 for 6. So looking to get his first hit here against Griffin Canning.
But overall, they really haven't seen him, so...
Can he get a hit off with Canning?
I hope he can. Oh, Canning.
That would be interesting.
I hope he can.
I hope he can. On the Angels side, they've seen a little bit of Tony the Tiger K-Man Gonsolin. Eduardo Escobar has seen him the most in 15 at-bats. He's hitting .333 with 2 home runs.
Why? What team has he been on? Let me ask you this way. What team hasn't he been on?
He's been on quite a few teams.
I think he's been on at least 10 teams.
Maybe like 4 or 5.
No, it's got to be more than that.
D-backs, Mets. What teams you been on, dude? Chicago White Sox, Minnesota Twinnies, Arizona, Milwaukee, New York, the Mets.
And the Angels, so 6. Okay.
6.
Seems like he's been around a lot more.
Well, I mean, 6 is closer to 10 than it is to 0.
Yeah, but I said 10, you said 4, you were closer.
I said 4 or 5.
Okay. Either way, you win. Shut up.
And then you got David Fletcher's 1 for 3. So Angels have seen him a little bit, not too much. I think Tony is a good candidate for a bounce back performance tonight. Ohtani's just 1 for 6 against him.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Going on Saturday, it'll be Reed Detmers for the Angels. He's 2-5 with a 3.72 ERA. Dodgers saw him last time.
Record's not that good. He did pitch good against us, so hopefully we can learn some stuff, not chase, and be patient.
Max Muncy is 2 for 4 against him. JD Martinez is 2 for 6.
Okay.
Will Smith has seen him 7 times. He's batting .286 with a home run, 3 ribeye steaks.
Cool.
I can't eat here straight. I'm getting so hungry. Dodgers have not announced their starter yet. Could be a bullpen game.
Probably.
Going into the All-Star break.
Should have been Kershaw Day.
Hopefully he can get a good rest and then come back nice and strong. And the Diamondbacks are going to be playing the Pirates until Sunday. So hopefully the Pirates can turn things around and pick up some dubs against the D-backs.
They're not a bad team. They were the best team in their division through, mid-June.
They did not make it easy on the Dodgers. It was a stressful series.
It was well fought. They were definitely in it the whole time. Their lineup is no, walk in the park. You have to be able to, you got McCutcheon going in there. He's a veteran, but he's a smart hitter. He hits the ball hard still. You got Reynolds. Hits the ball hard. He's just a great player. He just signed that 8-year, $106 million a year deal for him. And he's like, I want to be traded. Wait, $100 million? Sign me up. So their lineup's not easy. You know what? So they have a chance. Diamondbacks is really, really good as well. And
they make you throw strikes. I noticed that. They will work their walks. They're not chasing out of the zone.
Yep.
They make you throw strikes.
No, and that's why. That's what good teams do. They don't chase. They get on base, which they did a lot. They just took a page out of the Dodgers book and weren't able to cash in. That's what we always do. But yeah, hopefully they can step it up and have a good series against the Diamondbacks. Hopefully we can win both games against the Angels and the Pirates go 2 out of 3 at least against Diamondbacks. We'll be half a game, 1 game up. We good?
That's the plan. Things don't always go according to plan. We're going to hope that it does this time.
Yeah, you know what? The Dodgers have been playing really, really well. And so have the Diamondbacks, but they're only half game up on us. That just tells you the Dodgers have been made. They're a team that's been made to last 160 games. The Diamondbacks, excellent team, fun team to watch. They're not going to be able to stay in first place. I think it's going to be back and forth through July. August might be a little tough, and then halfway through, they're not going to be able to last all the way through September.
You know what doesn't rhyme with Diamondback? Sustainability.
Sure, we'll go with that.
That does it for us here on Lad Talk. Guys, we hope you enjoyed the episode. Let's go Dodgers.
Adios.